Jake's POV. Suma, could you wrap me in manner and carry me? I think I'm about to collapse, I asked Suma. My legs burned. My lungs too. Every square inch of my body ached, despite having already been healed. I'm sorry, Jake, but the rules strictly forbid that, and I don't think I could anyway. You're quite heavy. I sighed and trudged onward. Eventually, we made it to the gate, and I collapsed as soon as I crossed it. Finally, I said, relieved, and lying motionless on the ground. All I wanted to do was sleep. To me, in that moment, nothing else mattered. Good job, recruits, said a voice from behind us. I ignored it, and I barely heard anything else it said. I think I passed out, if I'm being honest. I woke up later on the floor of my kitchen, freezing cold and with a throbbing headache from hunger. I groaned and moaned as I forced myself up, and grabbed a sleeve of crisps, crackers, and bottled vitamin water from my pantry. While this was the first time I'd used those healing wounds, it wasn't the first time I'd experienced this post-healing hangover. I looked at my kitchen timer and did some quick mental math. 12 hours had passed since Suma summoned me. I figured I spent about 4 hours doing the course, so I'd probably gotten about 8 hours of sleep after she sent me home. Huh, that's a lot shorter than normal, I said to myself, after downing the entire bottle of water in less than 15 seconds. That's like half the normal time or something. Then I found myself wondering something. Suma? I asked. Oh, hello, Jake. How are you feeling? I'm okay, so did we pass? Yes, we did, but only barely. She sounded disappointed? Frustrated? I see. Well, what happened to that snake familiar? Nothing, since it didn't technically do anything but follow you. It didn't break any rules. I confronted Lorik, but I had no proof he had any ill intentions, so nothing could be done yet, she explained. Jake, there is one more thing. Bad news? I asked. That depends on you. What do you mean? The instructor has ordered that you start attending the attack mage's training sessions to improve your magic. It starts in 2 hours. Oh, okay, I guess that makes sense. But did she give a reason? I asked, confused. I mean, you're a healing mage and I'm your familiar, so I just assumed... I said the same thing, but she wants you to lean into your strengths and cover your weaknesses. She believes this is the best way to do that. Well, I'm not opposed to the idea or anything. I guess it could be interesting. What kind of training do they do? Suma didn't know the answer, but it didn't matter, because I found out the hard way 2 hours later on their training ground. Sentinel! Keep your head down and move! The instructor yelled, as the group I was assigned to raced across a simulated battlefield. Explosions went off around us as fire magic spells crash-landed nearby. With me were 7 Nume, 3 of which had names, all writing their own familiars. Even you can't take a hit for one of those spells, now go, go, go! Move faster, familiar! One of the named Nume, who was stuck in the position behind me, chirped. There were 8, including me, 15 if you include their own familiars, and I was in the 4th position from the front. The point of this training was to learn how to not be bothered by the sound of explosions going off around us, by moving along the field out in the open. Our path was clearly marked, and we knew we weren't going to be hit, but we still needed to walk as if we were in the low trenches that the Nume needed to fly through, while transporting supplies on real battlefields. We performed that training for 2 more hours, and my ears were ringing the whole time. After we finished, we went to the healer's section to take care of any accidental injuries and fix our hearing. I thought we were done, until the instructor ordered us all to get ready for attack drills at Field 1. Normally they would all fly there as a group, but I can't fly, and the instructor made us walk there. Well, I walked, so they rode in their familiars. Once we finally arrived for the drill, the instructor explained how it would work. There are 3 rules. Always aim your spells at the field, never at your squad. You will shoot at the target until you hit it, 3 consecutive times. Finally, if you run out of mana, you do high dives where the rest of your squadron eats lunch. We went 2 at a time. First was a Nume called Aldo, and another nameless Nume. Aldo and the others left their perches and landed on 2 a few meters away from the group. The first to finish was the nameless Nume, but Aldo wasn't too far behind him. As soon as one finished the task, another took his place, regardless of whether the other one had finished. I figured this was a way to let people study each other's techniques, or maybe as a safety precaution, but I didn't really know. Each Nume's attack spells were different. The first used a flame attack, similar to the attack Suma used against the Drake to save me. The second used icicles to impale, and the third had a lightning attack. The fourth attacked by lifting rocks and dirt, then crushing the target. The fifth and sixth were named Nume named Tomu and Lekep, who used water and wind respectively. Then finally it was number 7 and me. As I stepped up next to the perch the others were using, the instructor said, "I was told you have tactical scale magic, Sentinel. Is that true?" "Yes, sir, but I'm still a bit unfamiliar with the way spells are ranked. I was told that one of my spells was tactical grade." "Show us," he ordered. "I thought I wasn't allowed to use magic that powerful in training." "That's for healers. This is attack magic. If you have the ability, then do it. If not, then do your next best."